Hello Scorpio, thank you for joining me today at Soul Path Guided Tarot. Today we're going to do a general read, tap into your energy, let you know what you can expect going forward. This is a general read, so take the piece, the parts, or the whole that resonates. Whatever else doesn't, just forget about it. If there's something that you like, please like and subscribe. And let's get started. All right, okay, look at that. 2 cards popped out for you. Kindred Souls, number 5. You are currently experiencing many changes in your relationship and friendships. Okay, and 5, of course, is the number for change and for overcoming obstacles. So you are most definitely sensing, feeling, experiencing, have gone through, are going through, will go through changes. Now, that doesn't mean that every change is a bad change. It doesn't mean everything's going to end. But what I'm getting for you is that many of you have really gone through some change in your consciousness that is it's expanding and growing, and you're finding that some of the people in your life aren't in the same place that you are. And it's not a right or a wrong, it's just that you're expanding, your consciousness is expanding, you know, you're connected more so with the divine, with source. You are in alignment, you're growing and you're ascending, and some people aren't growing and changing with you, so you're finding yourself feeling like this isn't making me happy anymore, or this person isn't what really makes me happy anymore, or this job, or this group, or even some of us have like family members who, of course, we love them no matter what, but we're kind of distancing ourselves a little bit, in fact, especially around certain, let's say, conversations and topics where you've grown so much and you see things in such an expansive way that's in alignment with the ascension of the collective, with yourself and with Gaia, that you're moving beyond and on, and they aren't. Okay, and at the same time, this card popped out, 12, bumpy ride. Don't be afraid to make a change regardless of how hard you perceive it to be. It can be fun if you allow it and you let go of the resistance to it. Okay. So these two together make a lot of sense. So some of this change and transition from people is not, or it can be profession as well, isn't easy, right? It's a little bumpy. But Spirit's saying is don't be afraid of change. People have a tendency to be afraid of change. But if you look at change as like, I'm going to overcome something, or I'm going to transition to something, or Spirit's going to give me this or something better or something more, and be open, then we move through it without a lot of pain. We move through it with ease and grace. We can move through it without it being so difficult. We can move through it, and if we go with the flow and we don't resist, because when we resist, we persist, we can get to the other side of it and realize it's a good thing, right? It's a good change. And even good change can be challenging. So be open. That's really interesting because in your sign, you've got a lot of planets in your 12th house right now, which is all about healing, endings, closure, moving into an expansion of your spiritual practice, your intuition, anything metaphysical. So you're really changing, and you're not going to be able to get away from it. It's because it's living in your 12th house right now. Okay. Blue Jay, the time is right to assess and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. Okay, so now we're getting it's time to assess and master. So as you move through the change, as you traverse, as you transcend the energy, the situation, you go through, as I just said, your 12th house, the healing, the closure, the letting go, you're able to move on to mastery. And you've got Venus coming into your 2nd house, which is all about money, work, material possession, work ethic. And later in the month, you know, with the sun moving into your sign, it's all about self. So this is a huge transition here for you, Scorpio, but a good one. It's going to bring you a place that is going to give you peace, a sense of freedom, abundance in whatever way you see abundance, whether it's financial, love, happiness, health, whatever that is for you. Abundance is many, many things. Yeah, and Spirit's saying just be patient. This is going to happen for you. Now, patience is never very easy for any of us, especially when we're going through change, and this pops out right away. Insight, open the third eye to strengthen intuition. Okay, part of this huge change for this month that has started is about balance, but it's also about increased intuition, expanding intuition. And this is why you are getting these two cards. Like I said initially, you are expanding, your consciousness is expanding, you're evolving, you're ascending, you're moving on, right? You're moving into that 5D. So this is very much supporting that. And Spirit's saying, you're going on to master. You're going to be someone that you might not even kind of recognize later, but in the most beautiful, positive way, in a way that's just remarkable. Yeah, okay, let's see what popped out here. Ten of Swords. So this changing relationships, making changes, leaving things behind is because you've had some situations, people, experiences, whether it's professional or personal, where people, you know, stabbed you in the back, set you up for failure, sacrificed you, you know, threw you in front of the bus, didn't support you, didn't love you, abandoned you, betrayed you, cheated on you, were not there for you. This is what was the catalyst. Okay, so I just got this. So Spirit just said, like the phoenix, and I know it sounds cliche, you sometimes have to be torn down to next to nothing, and then you rise, you evolve to this amazing, glorious being, right? Who just lives life in a completely different way. And we take the lessons, and later in life we realize it was a blessing, which it's sometimes hard to believe that at this time. But you know, the hurt that you've experienced here, the sadness, the disappointment, the betrayal, all of that, it's hard to hear sometimes, was part of the soul plan so that you could grow into this next greater version of yourself. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. So you've also struggled with, you know, again, not being supportive, not having the financial means, not having the support of family, friends, a loved one, a relationship, a lover, not having the support from as you see it, the world is like, when is it my turn? When is there enough? And Spirit is saying, this is done, because your first two cards out here are about you emerging, you coming out of it as a better version of yourself. And you've got everything here that says, with patience, which is hard for us to hear, but with patience, you're going to master everything it is that you want to do, and you're going to excel no matter what that is. Yeah, look at this, Six of Swords. So beautiful, moving on, right? You went from dark, tumultuous waters, you've been elevated almost to the point of levitating on this cloud, moving into the stars. And here she is, you know, the stars are all about healing, right? And blessings. So you're moving, you're leaving behind, and that makes sense. You went from a 5 to a 6. 5 is the middle of the tarot. 5 is what hits the brakes. 5 is when we all say, what the hell? And now here you are, you're moving on. 6 of Swords. And the other card that came out, 5 of Cups. Yeah, the hurt that you received, that you were subject to, the terrible things that were done to you, the way you were treated, the way you were just kind of cast aside, that is all behind. So what I'll tell you here is that when you see 55, that master number, that is all about change and overcoming obstacles. And that is exactly what you're doing here. Okay, Scorpio, trust and know that. It's hard to hear, but you are on a trajectory to move into something really beautiful. Yeah, look at that. King of Pentacles just fell out. King of Pentacles. So amazing money aspects. And Pentacles is all about the material world. So home, cars, money, businesses, anything that we experience in the material world. It can even be about health. So you are transitioning out of a period that was rough, that was difficult, that was challenging, into this glorious period of abundance. So all of this shows the transition from what was to what is no more to what is going to be. Amazing, beautiful energy for you. Yeah, and this is all about living your truth, being your truth. And this is why, you know, it's been a bit of a bumpy ride, because as we determine what's our truth, what makes us happy, what really lights us up from the heart and from the gut, right? Our intuition and our heart, that's where we see, hey, this life, these people, these situations, they're for my highest and greatest good. I don't owe them anything. I owe it to myself. And as I say that, towards the end of the month, the sun and Mars moves into your sign, Scorpio, in your first house, and it's all about taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. Perfect. Yeah, and this is at the bottom of the deck. Some of you, it's going to be a change in friendship, or you've gone through the change already, or you're reevaluating your friendships, and you got that twice. So Spirit is saying it's time to take a look at your friendships. Are you reevaluating some of your friends? And that happens, you know. I just got the phrase, people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Well, some of these people are not the lifetime people. They might have come in to wake you up, you know, that phoenix rising. They might have come in to have you experience something that your soul wanted to experience. Okay, angel, spirits, and guides. What do we have for Scorpio? Thank you. Yeah, seven of cups, seven of emotions. So after all the hurt and the sadness, you are seeing that you have options, you have choices, and you're trying to determine, where do I go from here? What do I do and who do I do it with? And that's all going to come to you, especially as you maintain the insight for it. I thought I flipped one here. I take what flips only, so I have to. There we go. Okay, so 4 of cups. So yeah, this comes under here, under the 5 of pentacles, where you felt like, you know, here you're out in the cold, no one's there for you, you're all alone, you're barely hanging on. So of course, 4 of cups, like, you know, the universe wants to give you that 4th cup, and you're like, whatever. I don't need another one of those damn cups. I'm done with that. And Spirit saying, trust us. Trust. You will receive something very different, because you are evolving, ascending, and expanding. And as I say that, the Queen of Materials, Queen of Pentacles, again, big money aspects. So you have the King of Pentacles and the Queen. When you get the 2 suits to get this, you know, the Queen and King of a suit, this is you mastering the material world, money, home, job, car, whatever it is for you, health, mastering it. And this comes right under the 6 of Swords, right? I said you were moving on to something so much better, and you get the Queen of Pentacles, beautiful. And then you get the Sun, amazing, abundance, blessings, right? We cannot survive without the Sun. And the Sun in tarot is the same way. It's beautiful blessings, it's abundance, it's healing, it's happiness. And then you have the 8 of Cups. Yep, you are walking away from this nonsense, from what was, to you, to yourself. I said this is about you taking care of self. Here you are walking away from the nonsense, the people who didn't care, the companies that didn't care, the situations that screwed you over. You're moving on, and that's right under the King of Pentacles and the Truth. So amazing cards. And on the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Pentacles, more money aspects. So you can feel confident and know that as you move through this, what's on the other side is blessings, happiness, joy, love, peace, a sense of freedom, just amazing energy for you, Scorpio. Don't give up. Okay? You know, I said your second house is all about money, work, and material possessions, and look at how many pentacles you've got here. Okay, and any guilt you have about letting people go, you need to drop it, okay? There's no guilt. This is time for you to take care of you, to grow. And remember how I said you're gonna have freedom? And look what's at the bottom of your deck, freedom. Beautiful. All right, one last card for you. I feel like someone here is really, really sad, really kind of low. And I want you to know these cards keep coming out over and over again to show you what was and where you were is done. So have faith, okay? Don't lose faith. You're gonna be okay. Yeah, listening with your heart. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. So when we go within, okay, it's our intuition that we hear because it's our heart that we're talking to, that we're creating from, that we're connecting to, and the heart is the map to the soul, and the soul came here to experience certain things. So you are moving from what was to what is to support that journey, okay? All right, Scorpio. If there's something you liked that resonated with you, please hit the like and subscribe button. Please feel free to comment. I comment back to everyone. As you go forward today, I wish you much joy, peace, love, and harmony. Namaste.